Hey guys, let's go over what are called special right triangles. And there are two types of special right triangles. There is what is called the 45, 45, 90. And these three numbers are referring to the angles, the three angles in the triangle. And then there's also the 30, 60, 90, again referring to the three angles in the triangle. And first we're going to talk about the 45, 45, 90s. So 45, 45, 90. And we should just start with an example, I suppose. Or actually an explanation. Here's our right triangle. Here's our 45-degree angles. Now, in a 45, 45, 90, these two sides are always the exact same. And that's what this line means if you ever see it. It means those two sides are the same. And we say that these are both equal to A. And now our hypotenuse across from our 90-degree angle is equal to A multiplied by the square root of 2. So if we are given A, then we can find the other two sides with just that one number. Or if we're given what A multiplied by the square root of 2 is equal to, what our hypotenuse is, then we can find both of our legs. So with any one of these, we can find the rest of them. And that's what's special about them. For example, make our right triangle. (45, 45, 90). And we're given 4 over here. Our other leg is equal to x, and our hypotenuse is y. So from this leg alone, we have to find out what our hypotenuse and leg are. We know that 4 is equal to A. And that both of our legs in a 45, 45, 90 are the same. We know that 4 is equal to A. We know that our other leg is also equal to A, so x is also equal to A, which means our other leg is also 4. We know that our hypotenuse is equal to A times the square root of 2. And we were given our A right in the beginning. So all we have to do to find out our hypotenuse is plug it into the equation. Plug the variable in. A equals 4. So it's 4 times the square root of 2. Let's write this out. So y equals 4 times the square root of 2. And x is equal to 4. Now for a slightly more challenging one. And I mean that when I say slightly, because this one's pretty easy. The 30, 60, 90 has a little bit more memorization, but even that one's easy. But we're still on the 45, 45, 90. 45, 45 degrees, and 90 degrees. And for this one, let's say we're given the hypotenuse, and it's equal to 3. and we have to find x, and we have to find y. We know that both of our legs are the same. They're both equal to a. But we don't have either of them. But we can get it from just the hypotenuse, because we know our hypotenuse is equal to a multiplied by the square root of 2. So I'm going to bring this over here. 3 is equal to a times the square root of 2. So now we just get a alone. Divide by the square root of 2. These cancel out. Divide the other side by the square root of 2, because you have to keep things even. And now we have a is equal to 3 over the square root of 2. But I don't think I've met a teacher yet that is okay with having the square root in the bottom. So what we have to do to get that square root out of the bottom is multiply it by the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. So this comes out to 3 times the square root of 2 all over 2, because the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, so the square roots cancel out. So now we know that a is equal to 3 times square root of 2 over 2, which means that y is equal to our a, which is 3 times square root of 2 over 2. And we know that x is just the other leg. It's also equal to a. So now we know that x is also equal to 3 times the square root of 2 over 2. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions down below. The next video will be on the 30, 60, 90, and then at the end of that one there will be a few examples of each of these, or it might be broken into a third video.